How are we doing? How do you play video games? So last we left off was in the middle of a really important conversation about a really important mission that's of super critical timing. Yeah. That should be that then. Let's see what this little kingy boy's got going. What is he reading? Founding of Meridian. Little storybook. The Founding of Meridian. We are Carja. In us is the blood of those led by Ahriman from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the far savage east we came, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Ahriman found the leaves in a ruin, picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized at once their importance. Within was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand the place of man. From out of the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. But when our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those they had once called tribesfolk. These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power, and so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. The path was hard, and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Ahriman's own. The persecution was unceasing, from those without purpose, only the desire to debase and destroy. But the faith of the Carja was rewarded with a distant vision, a tower like a solid ray of the sun, holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as their enemies descended upon them, Ahriman followed the flight of the Glinthawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again they saw the tower, so close now it seemed to reach to the very sun itself, and they saw the Glinthawks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa across the verdant valley. Ahriman knew he had found a haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire or the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named this place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in the protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from the bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself, crowning it with the first columns of the City of the Sun. Truly the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvests and prosperity, and the bounds of the sundom for as far as its light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shielded us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian, without spire and sun there would be no Meridian, but now and forevermore it stands as monument to both. And the glory of Ahriman and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant Line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. Alright, so, Carja found a calendar? No, not a calendar. What's it called? A guidebook. A guidebook to the logs of the sun. From a long time ago. Meridian. Cool. And sunhawks, which is why everybody's got like little bird wing decorations. What's up, birdie boy?
Time is short, but I am at your disposal.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see you again.
As you wish.
I'm gonna go do I'm trying to stream at a slightly higher quality, so let me know if it is fucked up. The Sun Kings. Ooh. The Chronicle of the Sun Kings. The founder, Ahriman, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the savage east, don't even start with that, into the fastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of the sun and shadow both, delivered them to the holy site of Meridian. The bounteous Amavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal maizelands, so that none who walked in the sun's favor should go hungry again, who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court. The far-seeing Sahadin, who expanded the sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Bright Market Harbor, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Karja Sundom, so by the light it was good. Generous Judawan, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trampler hunts, and who allowed trade from north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of the counting glyphs so that they might understand more than simple barter. Zavarad, the pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the ridge of Vales, and who crossed the great waters of the daybreak, so the sundom might extend ever further, and to honor this passage had the great blazon arch raised on the far shores. Bold Iriv, who saw the suns passing into the west as a challenge, and forged after it with a great army, to be pushed back 3 times, at the great canyon lands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 4th time his cohort broke through and were vanished in the lands beyond. Prudent Basadid, who had the mantle of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arch, declaring the land beyond it the forbidden west where only the sun may go. Kuvadin the Returner, who strove to bring civilization to the savage east, but returned after many strenuous endeavors, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun, and called for the building of great towers and walls, so this wild land might be observed safely. Ranan, the Firebird, who saw the Sundom suffer unprovoked attack by the Tanakh horde, and who, against the protests of his advisers, accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory, though he was so greatly scarred he wore his blazon helmet from that day. Nahasis, who was a hunter as much as the Sun King, and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and that those who felled the greatest machines would be situated as the first Sunhawk and Hawks of the Hunter's Lodge. The illuminated Marzid, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand, he commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage in Meridian, and for his summer place in Sunfall had the great citadel raised, where he remained painted until he took deathly ill from his own pigments. Oh hey, haha! We know about that. Hevus, elder brother of Marzid, who decreed each family with a suitable male child should submit that child in service of the Sundom's then depleted ranks, and had the artisans turn their attention from works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd, and bow. Jiran, who in his early years was a strong Sun King, defending the Sundom from the encroachment of other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly addled and ordered the spilling of much blood in the sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us. Avad, the Liberator. Sexy motherfucker. I'm just gonna creep around the palace a little bit. Like you do. All these. Hey, buddy.
What do you need, Aloy?
Just say
I have to
hi.
get going.
Very well.
He's like, what the fuck? Girl, what are you doing? Alright. So I think All these fuckers. Let's do this one. Honor the fallen.
Ride machines? How is that possible?
Yeah. That. Oh, right? Like, not to be too het or anything, but I think that what this place really needs is a Sun Queen. There's a problem. Let me consult with the Queen because, have you seen her? What that? The Mad Sun King. Oh boy. Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's act, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly the savageries committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice, the red raids, for the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, Jesus Christ, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages, so his kestrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were drooped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such great detail you might think it reported by their own chattering skulls, once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, bloodying the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as the loose behemoths careened towards the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazed bloodletting did the Mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Kataman of the dawn's rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's miseries cannot be found in the history annals, or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priests. It is with heavy heart that I ascribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history, and to you, brave reader. Alright, well, Avad apparently made a real good choice with the whole getting the fuck out and getting the dad dead. If one brother got murdered to death. What's that?
Machines or bandits trying
Come
to
take a look. I'll give you a good price.
You there? Can you help me? Nora, please, I need to speak with you.
My name is not Nora.
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Alright. Yeah, she really doesn't give a shit about...
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
I mean, technically, like, the king did just send her on a mission, but first she's gotta check out some people that a priest directed her to take care of.
Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Apparently, yeah. Let's take care of that.
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living without this.
Here's a pretty city. Hey, fuck you.
We all have our place in the order of things. Work out the
It's a bit, frivolous, isn't it?
Let's see what's going on here.
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Naman told me about.
The Mad Sun King, but it's ours now. Monument, not his private shrine.
You won't get in there. That dried-up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, you fuck.
Ever turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
Where the fuck do I even start? First off, you do not get to talk shit.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the son's will.
The boy dishonored his father. Dishonored us all. To kill a Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
What a shitty priest.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Yeah, I do. Fucking definitely do.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
Good.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
Bitch, it's nighttime right now. Ooh, what are we gonna go with? You're a coward, you have no authority here, change has already happened. I'm feeling real fighty, personally. Let's do it. Let's punch an old man right in the face.
You believe in the old regime, but not enough to die for it or be exiled. That's some conviction.
Heathen. My conviction blazes like the noonday light.
Then stop me from bringing in the Oseram.
I cannot.
I thought so.
I will
There'll
punch
be a
an old
reckoning.
man in the dick.
You'll back away from it.
Wasn't sure about the summon at first, but it's grown up.
Those guys are like, wait, there's a fight? No, let's go check on this poor fellow.
Revive our drink or two. I'm ready to fight when called, even for the Karja.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
I feel really bad for him.
The longer we stay here, the more it'll feel like it. Okay, somebody's got a problem.
Also, I kind of, as much as it's like, well, fuck, dude's lover is dead. I do enjoy that him having a male lover was presented with, like, no fuss at all. And it would have even bat an eye.
Boy. Well, it's decent work keeping the city safe.
Though there were a couple of same-sex partner unions with the Nora. So it's not like the first time we've seen it. Let's see if we're going to end up dealing with Snapmaws or Glenhawks next. Ow. Get in my knee. Nope. That was a miss. Ooh, Snapmaws.
Rode right into that.
Good boy. Okay. I guess back. Next up is going to be Glenhawks. I have to leave my ride behind
This
for a
must be
little
the
bit.
Sun's Climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark.
Oh, that is a glint hawk right there. Okay. Alright. We're just going from zero to party.
Good to be free of the city.
God, dude. You had better appreciate the bullshit that I put up with so you could paint.
You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave the story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the Carja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
Alright, well, that's 2 people I've helped. Apparently so.
You're a question waiting for an answer.
Ooh, right. Metal Flower Poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. Mysterious metal flowers. I bet there's a fast way down and I just have to figure out where it is. By that I mean I just have to figure out the difference between brave and stupid. I guess I can also go down this way.
Wet. But I tan this leather well. It'll keep.
Some asshole fish. Yeah, that one's new to me too. I mean, to be fair, she did find it at the bottom of like a pit. On a dead guy. It's a pretty damp pit too. There's a thing. What did I find? Naysay Doom. When it was announced at last year's Undertow Hollowfest that notorious schlock provocateur Lloyd Stroud was wrapping up post-prod on an immersive historical drama about the notorious Naysay Doom cult, the news was met with, well, let's be kind and say trepidation. Stroud has shown himself to be a talented, if needlessly edgy, craftsman of shocking interactive holopulp. But Naysay wasn't some tentacled monster or science fantasy trope. It was an actual real-world atrocity, barely 2 decades in the archive. And while some critics, myself included, wondered if the Hollow would turn out to be Stroud's long-rumored turn to more respectable fare, most predicted disaster. The first hour would make you think that the cult's greatest crime was the tortured dictation of Harriet Choi's overwrought monologues, data corrupted. Doomsday Cult, apparently. I'm hunting for fish because I don't have any health potions. And I don't have any stuff to make health potions because of all the things that I can do in this game. I am the worst at hunting animals. Giant metal bird? No problem. Fish? Nope. Turkey? Out of the fucking question, I bet. Oh hey, I got the turkey. Oh hey! There's actually an arrow stuck in it. Oh, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Save this for later.
Alright. Now I think I've got enough stuff to make some potions. Nope. I don't. Fuck you, dude.
Look out below!
I'm gonna make some artisanal seltzer. I call it
This is where
Boar.
the Antaru wanted to say her goodbyes.
Alright, we'll go kill one more boar and then I'll deal with the snap ones. Come on, girl. You gotta stay with me. You gotta stay with me for one quest. Alright, well, let's do some snap maws. I think I can handle some snap maws. Got him. Ooh, he already killed my car. Ah! Oh shit! Fuck! Oh no! Oh! There's two boys. There's two boys and they both hate me. Oh, okay. Alright, well I'm all out of animal extract. Holy shit. Whew. I'm amazed that I did not die. Like, at least 4 separate times. Snap ball pieces everywhere. He smashed a tree. He smashed my car.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests, and... Oh.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And... I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.
Oh. Hope you don't mind if I see fish right next to you. This is protected by a log. I know you're really sad, but I'm all out of animal extract. Turkey. Turkey. Gotta know that I crave those oils. Knew I should have signed up with that Facebook person. Yeah, they were having some kind of fucking, like, situation just on the other side of the hill there.
Tasty.
Right, back to the priest. I almost just rocked my ass right into some more snap maws. I just literally saw the face of Jesus Christ through my focus. And Jesus said, "There's an alligator right there." And I said, "Oh shit, I better not go that way." Fuck, lady, get out of there! Oh, that water is not safe. Just on the other side. I feel like I shouldn't, like, she's over there and the alligator is right there. Oh god, there's two! Oh, that lady's dead. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Just...
It's like the equivalent to opening someone's gas door. What is that? What do you call it? The little door where the gas lives? Anyway, opening that little hatch on the car and then just dropping a match into it. That's what I'm doing to these crocodiles. Yeah. I'm just popping off the gas cap and just kind of jamming my whole hand in there. God. Can you imagine? 3, 2, 1, and go. Go. I can't let that lady get killed by a crocodile. That's what happened to Captain Hook, and she deserves better than that. No, no. No, 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 please, no.
I've got to...
Oh my god. These snamas are fucking killing me.
Oh, nice.
I gotta go see that priest, 'cause apparently the sun was smiling on me today. I do like this, like, palm tree devastation that has resulted from my fight with these Snapigators. I popped off the gas cap and dropped some sugar arrows in a few of them. I don't know what I heard, but it wasn't another crocodile. I thought it was, and I was gonna, like, shit out my entire soul. Look at these fucking dudes.
Hot. Everything's sweating.
Buy what you need. Take a look at these wares.
Any of y'all sell
Don't forget to stock up before
animal oil?
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Animal pieces?
Take a look at these. Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Check out these wares.
Melon. Ooh, we got cantaloupes.
Don't
And
pass up these
watermelons.
ones.
Find better wares.
Damn, tomatoes?
Come take a
Ooh.
look. I'll give you.
I really just want some animal juice, though. Yeah. Lots of animal juice.
Take a look. These aren't goods.
You'll like what
They're
they have for sale.
necessities.
Fine goods.
Don't forget to shop before you're on the road.
Don't pass up these goods.
Cost you a shard just to look.
I've got all the best goods here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to come back down this way because there's lots of quests.
I'm sorry for what happened to the Nora, but it's not our business, is it? We've got enough to be worried about.
It's a Griffin McElroy brand fantasy elevator. Bet your ass it is. Yeah, except Absi really just lifted me right into hell, whereas this one is lifting me to my boyfriend. Oh.
Perfect weather for a walk.
She's cute. Hey, what's your name?
I'll burn in the sun. Again.
You're real cute. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to a priest. Yes, she did.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend, and let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Naman. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
Women rising in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge? A real lady would never be a hunter.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Oh, I should probably help Mr. People stole all my shit. That I should probably help him before I, you know, embark on 13 other side quests. Banuk guy just staring at a bin of chestnuts?
I've got all the best goods here.
Fruit? It's like, what the fuck is this?
Don't pass up these wares.
Oh, sun. See the steel.
You'll regret not stopping
Don't
here in
forget
the
to
thick
stock
of it.
up before you're on the road.
He's very thoughtful about them.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
I think that dude might be the whitest dude that I've seen in this entire game.
Buy what you need, leave the rest. I've got all the best goods here.
Drops of blood breathing away.
Don't pass up these goods.
Check out these wares.
Ooh, somebody made a mess.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
You wouldn't believe what people are charging for Check out these wares. Wine, men, women.
Still more
Meridian
blood.
caters to every taste.
Thief got cut pretty bad.
Would you like to buy something today?
Trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
The longer this split with the Shadow Carja lasts, the more prices.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
I've got all the best goods here.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
She has the cheekbones of a lady who knows something.
Don't forget to stock up if you want to buy something today.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
A box.
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Back to the cheekbones. Get out of the way.
Won't cost you a shard just to look. Don't pass up these goods.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
I'm really, like, anxious that they're setting a trap for me. I don't know. This is very sketchy.
See for yourself.
Buy what you need wares.
Fine good for a fair price.
Check out these wares.
Let's check out these wares.
Would you like to buy something today?
I'll go to your watermill, but I'll be quick.
Disruptive, huh? And riding around on machines.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Meridian. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Well, me and my car will be on our way then. Oh my god, that's far away. Fuck that. My car can meet me there. I'm gonna fast travel. See where this partner went. Oh hey! My car came too. Oh no, Shellwalker. I thought it was just Watcher. Oh no. Imagine being some poor fucking bandit who came around the corner to that. Just not your day.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. It looks like there was a scuffle here. But no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks.
Beck, go on. Go on, big boy.
Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went.
Welcome back.
The Shadow Carja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
What are you doing?
Go on, shoot.
What the fuck?
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
Jesus. Just wanted to freak me out. I fucked up. Oh my god. And there's bandits. Oh, I need my sneaky armor. That's what I'm doing wrong. I've always thought it was. Or at least not uncommon. Beyond Burgers almost always have them.
Here. Don't let up. Tommy, good. Take cover or you're next. She's still here?
Are you kidding me? You're throwing bomb at me? Bullshit.
Let no foe stand.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You provoked us. Hide all you like. Make the kill.
Go! Oh no!
This delivered a flying gun. Am I done? Dead.
Boy, it sure is a good thing that I stocked up on animal oil.
Can't have gotten far. Look around.
How in the fuck is that one random guy still alive? Okay, well now that the fort has largely all come out to try and kill me. That makes my life a little bit easier. Feeling real sketch about just going in the front door though. Yep, thought so. Still a few more. So we're on the side. Oh, that scared me really bad. All right. I'm thinking after I finish this, probably gonna shut down for the night.
They've got Nassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple.
Anyone see anything? If we don't rally, we're finished. I'm done. Am I done? Run! Get under cover. Coming back from
Oh no.
Grant me
Ah. I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. Alright, well there's death number 4. I'm making a mockery of sneaky armor.
We've got Nassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try
I
this
need
again.
help.
Why would anyone follow what
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones. How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal? He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Stay in shadow! Can't get there! Got a burr in all fruit slards! Find it!
Well, apparently they have a short memory. It's good to know.
They got a habit of coming back. Up and at 'em. Break the enemy! Show no weakness! I'm down! Bandits, crush the enemy! Around the Pacific!
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Stay close!
Looks good.
Yeah, I found some animal oil on that one.
Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Well, you missed me totally eating shit. I mean, did you see me really eating shit? No, I got shot by like 17 missiles and died. I really fucking died. I died so bad.
Kindeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
Dude, you sure you don't need a minute? Sunfall's not what you would call close. Okay, did that just happen? Alright. Back to the dude who lost the sword. And I think with that, we will call it a night. Can't believe I dealt with those snap moths and then some idiot with a rocket launcher was my fourth death. So fucking mad. Guy's an asshole. Back, buddy. Go lay down.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Would you like to buy something today? This isn't
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
Alright. Oh hey, they gave me some shit.
Wasn't sure about
That's cool. Alright, well, with that, I think we will call it a night. Because Beck is trying to climb into my bed. So, Good night.